Hello everybody, how are you guys? Back here with another face cam video thing today. I just got home, I flew home, I got off school, I rushed home, I want to get this video out as soon as possible. Today originally was going to be the, me talking about the King Kong leaks, and then I was actually going to talk about the Playmate leaks from a few months ago, tomorrow, the leak descriptions. Well, looks like I'm not doing either. I'm not even going to talk about the leak stuff now. I don't even have it, but because we got the Playmates line. The whole line was leaked online, so we don't even need to talk about the leaked information from a few months ago because we literally have the line right here. So I'm going to take a gamble here, something that might be risky, but Jack Specific, their figures got leaked last time, and I showed them nothing happened. Warner Bros. Been a little bit more picky about this movie. They've been striking people. Hope I don't get striked or anything since these are figures. I'm going to show them. I was debating on not showing them, but I'll just do it. I don't think it'll be too much of an issue. Hopefully. So, yeah. So here's the Playmates line. So, yeah, if you couldn't tell, this is definitely Playmates line because if you look at the, depending on what image I have up, if you look at the right side of the screen, it looks like there's actually the Space Godzilla Playmates figure. Is it over there? Not sure if that's what it is. It just looks like it. So, but these are supposed to be the Playmates figures, and we got a few of them. So, a lot of the images, I couldn't find too many real clear ones. But a big reveal here is Mechagodzilla is in fact going to be in the movie, and he's exactly how Sayaka explained him. So these figures are from some Hong Kong event going on right now, I believe. We got a really cool image of King Kong in the background. I don't hear a lot of people talking about. We can see Kong in the background from the movie. Looks like he has a beard. There's something on the other side of the screen. It looks like one of Godzilla's spikes. If you look at, I'm not talking about the figures. I'm talking about the background image. I don't know if we have a better image or not, but if you look to the left, you can see one of Godzilla's dorsal plates. It looks like possibly a new poster that's going to be out soon. I have no idea. Really interesting. That's our another new official look at Kong. You know, we've been getting the same one for months, but finally got something different. And if that is Godzilla's dorsal plate, they're not white tipped. Like the concept things. So let's talk about the figures. So if you look on the left, we have what looks to be, I want to say the 3-inch line. The reason I say that is just because we're going off the leaks. Now, are those leaks true or not? Well, there's definitely, I don't see Behemoth anywhere. And those leaks said Behemoth is in a pack with Kong. We do see a Skullcrawler, which I don't recall being in those leaks either. But Rodan, we see Rodan, or what I believe is Rodan, looks like him in Red Wing stuff, and that's from the leaks. So, so we see, like I said, we see what looks like a 3-inch Kong, I think. He's wielding his axe. I'll go in depth later on why I believe that's definitely an axe with some better images. Rodan, there's 2 Godzillas, one with a spiral, like his spikes are glowing, possibly supercharged, and then actually I think there's a box right there for Kong or something, I believe, on the left there. It looks like there's another Kong in the background possibly, I can't tell. Something that you guys probably don't care about, but this Godzilla actually has an atomic breath piece. It's laying on the ground. One of the more clear images, you can actually see in front of the Skullcrawler an atomic breath piece. It looks just like, I believe, the SH Monster Arts breath piece. So, that's interesting. If we move to the right side of the screen, I'm going to try to save the bottom for last because that's the most interesting to me. If we move to the right of the screen, I'm trying to see, that definitely still looks like Space Godzilla. I can't confirm if it is, but Definitely looks like space Godzilla. And there's definitely, I believe this is a 6-inch line, and we see a Godzilla who just looks like the kind of like a Jakks Pacific one, kind of shrunk. We see a Mechagodzilla, who doesn't seem to be very painted well or whatever. He kind of looks a little weird, but not clear images. And there's actually a King Kong right there, but like, I think, let me look at this other. I have a couple different angles. Yeah, it looks like there's a King Kong right there too, but for some reason it wasn't popped up on the one image, so I don't know. It looks like that might be our 6-inch line, possibly. In the middle, I believe, is our giant line with our big, like, 12-inch figures and stuff. And we have Mechagodzilla, just regular Godzilla, and then Kong, really no weapons or anything. And in fact, I believe that Kong in the middle is the Skull Island Kong. I'm looking at it, looks like the 12-inch Kong that has his mouth open and stuff that came out recently with the Playmates. I think that's just the, it looks just like that one. Like I said, it's really blurry. I'm trying, let me look real quick if I have any better images of it. I don't see anything better. So for now, I'm gonna say it's a Skull Island Kong. It doesn't look like a newer Kong, especially when we get to the bottom. But yeah, that's why I think it's 12-inch line. We got the Godzilla. The Godzilla, to me, I just bought the Jakks Pacific one finally the other day. To me, it literally looks just like that 12-inch Jakks Pacific, so maybe they are kind of copying from Jakks. Mechagodzilla is obviously original design. We get to the bottom. This is where stuff gets really interesting. Actually, I'm looking right now at the background again with Kong, and it looks like you can see like the scarred chest and stuff, which is really interesting. But yeah, so we're at the bottom now, and all the way on the left, there's a box that has a King Kong in it. I can't even tell if that's a figure. Like, I'm looking at the other images and stuff, but I can't find any other ones of that. I think that's just like a cardboard cutout or something, though. And it says 2 words. I cannot read what it says. I believe the one word, though, is definitely Kong, since it looks like King Kong. But I can't tell. Might say King Kong. I doubt it does, but that'd be interesting. I can't tell. Then we move a little bit to the right, and we get a huge Mechagodzilla. I believe, especially off the leaks, this is going to be the big, like, this is going to be the gimmick line, because the leaks said that there's going to be a gimmick line for the movie. So if this is the gimmick line, I believe this is going to be like the gimmick line, since they're big, but they're glowing and stuff, especially when we get to the last one. So I see Mechagodzilla. He looks like he's kind of lit up. I can't tell exactly. It's definitely not the same. It's really blurry too. If I go over to this one image that gives us a better look at him, he's actually, you can definitely see more detail on him. It's so blurry because someone took it. His spikes are lighting up. It looks like it looks like he has the Ready Player One tail. It looks like he has 2 rows of back spikes, I believe. And then he definitely looks like a robot. You can see that clear as day from this image. And he definitely has that claw machine hand Saika talked about. And yeah, he definitely has the same strong body, but we'll get more in depth. And then in the middle here, we have Kong wielding his axe. I know one of my really good subs, love the guy. He comes a lot of my stuff. He thinks this is club. He doesn't think this is axe. I think this is an axe because from these images alone, we see it doesn't look like a club because it looks like there's a stick and then there's stuff popping off both sides. Especially with this one image after I saw, looks like there's stuff popping off both sides, sticking out. It looks like a rock, like something sharp. It doesn't necessarily look like an axe. It could be like a dual-wield axe, sort of like something like Stormbreaker, kinda maybe. I don't think that's what it is, but definitely not just some club. There's definitely some sort of weapon with spikes and stuff, something off it. Might not be an axe, but going off Saika, that's the best we got. Then again, it might not even been an axe when Saika saw it. It's just like that's the best thing he could compare it to. And we can get some detail on his teeth. He looks like he has a lot of articulation. Interests me because I believe this is from leaks too. His chest glows, it looks like, where his scars are. So that's really interesting. And last over here, this really interested me. So, this figure has me the most interested. I think most people are interested by this. So, this is... Originally, I thought this was Mechagodzilla, just like darker, but you see his image. It's Godzilla. But he's like got this stuff around his neck, and he's glowing like red. So, what is up? So, that, and when you look at the, I'm going back. When you look at the shot from the side, his spikes aren't normal. They're more like Mechagodzilla's spikes than his own. So, what's up? When I looked at it. Here's my theories. So, one, this is either just for the gimmick line, exclusive gimmick line, not gonna be in the movie. Two, he's this is in the movie, and this is something Godzilla gets some sort of battle armor possibly around his body. You know, something that's gonna benefit him in the fight. You know, I don't know if that's what it is, but it could be. You know, we see this wrap around his whole body, and it doesn't look like it's naturally on there, like a part of him. It looks like it's something that is like kind of popped off his body, like it's sticking on him. Three, this could be Godzilla that fought Mechagodzilla, and he's like mind controlled possibly. I don't know if they would go that route, but with spikes and stuff, it could be Mechagodzilla AI on him. Or four, it's Mechagodzilla. It could be Mechagodzilla, and they're doing a show route where he's disguised as Godzilla, and he's going to reveal himself to be Mechagodzilla. Although, I can't see that happening here, just because he has, like, the 4 fingers. He looks just like Godzilla, and we see Mechagodzilla with, like, the claw hands and stuff. That'd be really weird. Now, the big thing, too, it's really hard to tell. I got a really clear image right now on my computer, but on the packaging, this figure's licensed as Mechagodzilla. Not Mecha, Mega. M-E-G-A Godzilla. So, what's that mean? I did hear from one of the old leaks that apparently they weren't going to call Godzilla Mechagodzilla in the movie. They were going to call him Mechagodzilla. I just don't want to believe it. They also said something about Project Kiryu, but I don't want to believe he's not called Mechagodzilla. I just want to believe this is supposed to be some gimmick toy named Mechagodzilla. That's what I really hope it is. Because, man, I'm not excited if that's what we're getting. We're getting Mechagodzilla, not Mecha. But yeah, so that's all the figures. If we go a little bit more in depth with it, it's very interesting looking. You know, we have a Skullcrawler toy that looks like it's gonna have really good articulation and stuff, because I'm looking at that right now. It has arm articulation stuff, which is really cool. We have a Supercharged Godzilla, it looks like. Maybe not supercharged, but like he comes with an effects piece, and he comes with you know, his spikes are lit up, so you're gonna be able to put a beam in his mouth. I do get a good image of that Kong behind them that I was saying earlier. I wasn't sure what kind that is. He's he looks like he's got a snarl. He's like kind of growling. And then there's some other Kong stuff with their axes and whatever they are. Then we see the 6-inch line, where for the Godzilla, the figure is called 6-inch of Space Godzilla and stuff. You can see his tail's curved actually. The Mechagodzilla's tail can curve. That's interesting. That'd be interesting if this is like NECA or something, but it's not. But it looks like the tail can curve. Or, oh my god, my bad. That's Godzilla's tail. Okay, never mind. That's Godzilla's tail. Godzilla looks interesting. I'm looking at the big Godzilla. He has like his arms like this, sort of like the 62 pose. Not saying that's what it is, but looks like the articulation on it's gonna be interesting. We do see Mechagodzilla has like a knife-looking thing on the end of his tail. That's really interesting. Because that goes to show he's gonna have some weapons on his tail, possibly. And honestly, none of these figures line up though per se, because every Mechagodzilla kind of looks different. The one Mechagodzilla doesn't have red. The one Mechagodzilla has like the spikes on the up and bottom part of the tail, and then the other one has the spikes like side to side. It looks like the big one on the bottom. I mean, it looks like it might have some on top. I can't tell. It's just really weird. Mechagodzilla has claw machine arms, just like Sayaka said. He's got a really interesting head shape. His head looks like it's a lot bigger than Godzilla's. Kind of looks like he's like the exoskeleton of Godzilla. Not saying that's what it is. Like I said, I think we see Rodan too. Which is interesting. He looks tiny though. It's just this Mechagodzilla. He's pretty cool. It's Mechagodzilla. You know, he looks a lot like a robot for sure. Whenever you get the good quality image of him. Yeah, so we got that. So Mechagodzilla is really interesting in design. His looks kind of like tin. It looks like a darkish gray too. When you look at it in some lighting, it looks white, and in other lighting, it looks like a dark metalish gray, metallic. Kong, this big Kong figure, looks like it has a lot of articulation. His teeth look really funky, but it looks like it'll be cool. I believe this might be the Primal Range Kong. And by the way, that Mechagodzilla, if this is the effects one, he might or might not have a chest piece that opens up and Kevin's brains in it glowing. So because that was from the leaks that there would be a Mechagodzilla glowing figure in the chest piece. This Mechagodzilla kind of throws me off. Because it's so weird. Like, it looks like there's like an image from the movie or something too on it, which is also really weird. I'm trying to see. It's not good quality, but it almost looks like there's like a movie image of it. And it's so weird if that is. Right there in the corner. I'm trying to find it. But this Mechagodzilla, or this Mechagodzilla, I think it's just because the spikes are off stuff. I want to just say it's just some sort of gimmick toy. It's not going to be in the movie. It's just something that they connected to it. It's just some sort of gimmick. If it is in the movie, it's in the movie. They just need to explain, because it looks like it's a piece that, honestly, it looks like a piece that might be able to come off. It looks like it's just attached to him. It's around his gills and stuff. Or it could be Mechagodzilla. I just don't think that would make much sense. And yeah, so we get our Skull Card toy and all that. So that's the toy leaks. That's the Playmates. You guys upset about it? You guys happy? What are your guys' thoughts? Personally, I want to see some better quality images. I kind of think that image again in the background of Kong's pretty cool, but that Kong figures always look really cool. Kind of disappointed. It looks like Godzilla won't have white tip spikes, which is kind of sad. Mechagodzilla, I'm gonna keep calling him Mega now. Mechagodzilla looks really cool, and Mechagodzilla has me really interested. But yeah, that's all we got. I believe there's some from some Hong Kong event, so I don't know for sure, but I believe some Hong Kong event going on, so we'll see. So that's all for today, guys. Please, if you enjoyed this video, share, subscribe. We'll talk about it here soon, so maybe we can have a good discussion about it in the comments. The King Kong video should be up tomorrow instead, and yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. Looks like Sayaka was right, and yeah, so as always, peace, bye bye.